Hello, my name is Joanna Woodrum, and I am currently a student at NC State University in the MAT Elementary Education program. In a professional development course, I chose to read the book The Leader in Me, authored by Stephen Covey, Sean Covey, Muriel Summers, and David Hatch. Central premise: The Leader in Me is a model that incorporates Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People into the everyday life and culture of an elementary school. The 7 habits are: be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first, think win-win, seek first to understand, then to be understood, synergize, and sharpen the saw. In 1999, Muriel Summers, principal of A.B. Combs Elementary in Raleigh, North Carolina, attended a seminar on the 7 habits and started thinking about how it would look to teach the habits to young children. After being told to come up with a new magnet theme, A.B. Combs spoke with parents, the community, and school personnel before soon becoming the first leadership magnet school in the country. Now there are over 3,000 schools across the globe that have adopted the Leader in Me model. Some of the main points of this book and the leadership theme include teaching 21st century life skills to students, the idea that everyone can be a leader, that the 7 habits are practical and timeless, and the importance of setting goals and tracking one's progress. There have been countless surveys across the world of parents, employers, and the general public that all rank the teaching of life skills in schools as a top priority. In the Leader in Me model, many of the 7 habits are aligned with teaching some of these life skills, such as problem solving, responsibility, communication, creativity, and collaboration. More and more employers are recognizing these skills to be of utmost importance when hiring new employees. Many believe that these soft skills are what makes applicants stand out, and employers are more willing to teach the hard technical skills on the job. Now, I know elementary students are not yet applying to the workforce, but a principal aspect of the Leader in Me is the drive to teach young children these traits and skills while still in elementary school. Why wait until adulthood to learn and practice them? These skills are transferable among all course content and will be beneficial in all grade levels. Another main point of this book is that everyone can be a leader. Oftentimes, we think of leadership in a very narrow manner, as being one particular, dynamic, strong person that everyone else is following. With that definition, how could everyone be a leader? However, the book explains 2 general ways to be a leader. The first is being a leader of self, and the second is being a leader of others. Being a leader of self includes taking charge of one's own choices and actions. It is being self-aware, self-reliant, and having a plan and a purpose. Being a leader of others includes sharing knowledge or talents with others, inspiring others as a role model, and guiding a group towards a common goal. In the Leader in Me model, every student is given a leadership role within the classroom or the school, whether that be as a class greeter, as a tour guide for visitors, a mentor, or the one to feed the class pet. Giving students leadership roles gives them responsibility and a sense of accomplishment and importance. The 7 habits are practical and timeless. The first 3 habits are designed to foster independence. They teach students that they can choose their attitudes and moods, they can take initiative, they are responsible, they can plan ahead and set goals, they can set priorities, and be disciplined and organized. The next 3 habits are designed to foster interdependence. These teach students to consider others' desires, feelings, and viewpoints, to listen before they talk and not interrupt, and how to best work well with others by valuing everyone's strengths. The 7th habit, sharpen the saw, is designed to continuously improve in all areas by maintaining a balance. It encourages students to take care of their bodies by eating right, exercising, and getting enough sleep, spending time with family and friends, and giving back to the community by helping others. There is also a less known 8th habit, which is to find your voice and inspire others to find theirs. These habits, like 21st century life skills, are intergenerational and timeless. They are transferable and designed to help students have a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Another main aspect of the Leader in Me model is to have students set goals and track their progress. Each student in a Leader in Me school has a leadership notebook where they keep track of everything. Students set individual WIGs, which are wildly important goals, and classes set classroom goals as well. These goals typically consist of one that is a personal goal and one that is academic. Some examples of personal goals are to be able to do a back handspring by the end of the year, or to learn to ride a bike without training wheels. An example of some academic goals are to make a specific grade in a subject, read a specific number of books by the end of the year, or advance to a specific reading level. For each goal, students use charts to track their progress. They also track their test scores, class assignments, and other various items. By doing this, students can visually see their progress in different areas throughout the school year. Another aspect of this model is to have student-led parent-teacher conferences. Since the students are keeping track of their academic progress, they are able to talk about that with their parents and show them how they are doing in different areas. Doing this really allows students to take ownership of how they are doing in school at different points throughout the year. One teaching strategy is to implement the 7 habits into the classroom is through integrated instruction. Instead of adding on one more thing that you have to do during the day, the habits can be integrated into what you are already doing. One example is to use read-alouds as models to discuss how a character in the book demonstrates one of the habits. Another example is to talk about being proactive when studying the weather. Students can look at the weather forecast and then plan accordingly for what they should wear or how to be prepared for the next day. Using a common language and showcasing different habits throughout the day is a great way to integrate the habits into already existing lesson plans. Another teaching strategy from the book is to entrust students with more responsibility. The book mentions a story of a teacher who spent 30 minutes at the end of each school day straightening desks, putting down the blinds, turning off computers, putting away supplies, etc. She then realized that she could give each student one of those jobs, and together they could accomplish everything in 2 minutes at the end of the day, thus saving her a lot of time. In addition to that, the book encourages teachers to value the input from students in everyday decisions. Through discussions, students can voice their opinions about various things in the classroom or in the school, and their opinions will be taken seriously. Schools also give students the opportunity to interview new teachers who are applying for a position at their school. Many times, a candidate is interviewed by teachers and administration, and then also by a group of students. Some who have gone through the process have said that the student interview questions were much more difficult. Finally, students are encouraged to take ownership of their behavior and their choices. Students learn what things they can control and what things they can't, and take responsibility for the things that they can. I would like to conclude with a direct quote from the last chapter of the Leader in Me book, which states, "The ultimate end in mind for teaching the habits is to prepare students for dealing with life. It is to help students become self-reliant, independent, and to work well with others, interdependent. It is to help students thrive as students, as parents, as members of the forthcoming workforce, and as community citizens." Thank you.